Hello viewers, welcome to my YouTube channel, and in this video today I will talk about the basic concept of principal programming language, and in this video we also cover the basic history of languages, and we'll study about the terminology of programming languages. So we will start this video. First slide is why we are studying of PPL. This is our subject, principle of programming language, why we are studying and what are the basic reasons behind it. So first reason is increased ability to express ideas. We are expressing the ideas and we can elaborate them, and we can invent all the procedures. This is our first point. Second point is improve background for choosing appropriate languages. First, we have to clear all the basic knowledge of programming, whatever we are choosing any language like C, C++ and Java. Third point is increased ability to learn new languages. We are capable to learn any kind of languages if we talk about Java and any other language. Fourth point says better understanding of significance of implementation. Actually we are understanding the implementation and we are understanding the actual implementation or upgradation of the applications. Second, next point is better use of languages that are already known. We should know the knowledge about the languages, and we can use and we can implement or apply into the different areas. And the last point is overall advancement of computing. We have to carry all the implementation in terms of computing. So these are the 6 points we are studying of PPL. Next is what are the basic programming domains. Basic programming domains are categorized into 5 to 6 sections. First section says that is scientific application can be possible. For example, Fortran is another scientific application. Next is business application. Business applications basically it produce reports and use some decimal numbers with the characters. For example, COBOL is like a business application. Third one is artificial intelligence, or it can be machine learning. So it produces the manipulation or use of linked list, or we can apply with the Lisp. Lisp is another artificial intelligence software. Next slide define another programming domains. If you talk about system software, or it is a system programming software, we can say C, C++, Java, and these are the system programming languages. Web software is the last one. Application में आपका CSS, XML, XHTML, JavaScript, and so on. These are the web application software. PHP can also be considered. So these are the programming domains. Programming language definition means it defines a notation of an algorithm and data structure that is called as a programming language. Programming language has some notations or data structure also. So we can justify the definition of programming language. Next slide is about language evaluation criteria. What are the basic evaluation criteria? So there are 4 evaluation criteria are readability, writability, reliability, and cost. These are the four major factors of languages. We can evaluate them. Readability, we can justify the program in terms of reading and we can understand them. Writability, we can write the program very easily. Reliability can be the platform independent. And last is cost estimation. Cost estimation can be the program or application can be under the budget. Language evaluation criteria, another criteria that is syntax consideration. We can identify, we can compose the syntax using special words for method and form the self-descripting constructive methods. So our languages should be meaningful and their keywords should be meaningful. not too meaningless. These are the evaluation criteria based on the cost. Cost can be the training programmers, writing programs, compiling programs, executing programs, languages implementation system, reliability, that is your high cost, low cost to high cost, and maintaining programs is the last one. Programming methodologies influences from 1950 to 1980. 1950 to 1960 there were some simple applications, there were ordinary applications. 1960 it became more powerful than 1950 and better programming structure it provides with the structured programming, and it has also a top-down approach. In 1970 it convert into the data oriented languages, and in last 1980 it is called as object oriented programming with the feature of data abstraction, inheritance and polymorphism. This is the actual history. We can see 1951 to 1955 there is the use of expression of compilers. 1956 to 60 Fortran, COBOL, Lisp, etc. and so on. And at the last 1996 to 2000 Java came into the history year, and lasted to 2000 to 2005 C hash, Python, Ruby and Scala and so on. So this is the actual history of programming language, and these are the actual categories like imperative, functional, logic, markup languages. These are the actual categories. We can categorize the languages into imperative like C++, C, Java. These are the imperative languages. Lisp is the functional language, and Prolog is a rule based problem solving language, and markup languages are the HTML and so on, JSTL, XSLT. This is the layered view of computer. There are three components in this. Bare machine is the central one. Micro instructions interpreter, it directly deals with the operating system, and operating systems has some compilers like if we say Fortran compiler, C compiler, Ada compiler, assembler, Lisp interpreter and C++ compiler. And after completing all the segments we will go for the C++ computer, virtual Fortran computer, virtual C computer and Ada computer. So this is the actual diagram of layered view of our computer in terms of programming languages. So these are the different characteristics of programming language. A programming language must be very simple and easy to learn, easy to use and good readability and human recognizable. Our programming language should be readable and very easy to use and easy to handle. Second characteristic is what? Abstraction. Abstraction is another characteristic for a programming language which defines the complex structure of the programming language. It provides the abstraction feature. Third characteristics about portable programming language, it means our programming language should be platform independent. Fourth is programming language efficiencies. We are talking about efficiency of programming language. So the machine code should be converted into the machine language and executed very easily. So we are talking about the memory space. Our memory space should be less than at that time. And the last one is a programming language should be well structured, documented, that is suitable for application development. Next characteristic is what? Necessary tools for development, debugging, testing and maintenance for a program that must be provided by a programming language. It should be considered with the debugging sections. A programming language, it should avoid the another integrated development environment. It means integrated development environment should be perfect. Whatever we are using the programming, the IDE should be perfect. And the last characteristics, a programming language should be consistent in terms of syntax and semantic. It means the syntax should be clear and should be understandable with the programming languages. So in this video we covered all the programming languages parameters, like we have taken history of programming language, we considered characteristics of programming language and many more. So I hope you like this video. If you have any doubt, you can post in comment section. So thanks for watching this video.